getting us disqualified on my own sort of fuck up.
I think stream is live. Yes, it is. Rod, how do you...
Looking for tires melting.
That link doesn't...
No, because that's the actual ingest URL for YouTube. Close though.
What's the link that I need then? Because that's a stream URL. I thought that would be
Yeah,
the one.
that's the URL you're streaming to. There should be, if you go onto YouTube, it should be like the thing you're currently broadcasting. And it should just look like a normal video.
I mean the video thing.
Yeah, they seem to change it every couple of weeks.
You would think there would be a handy, like, hey, here's the stream link sort of a thing, but... Go to my channel.
If you go to your channel, it should be a video you're currently...
Go to my channel.
If you go to your channel, it should be a video you're currently...
Loopy now.
I mean, I found you giving lessons on World of Tanks.
Yeah.
Jesus, you played World of Tanks quite religiously.
Yeah. Quite a bit. For I don't know how many years.
Is it actually is it going to show the right thing, or is it going to just stream the iRacing UI the entire time?
It's on screen capture.
Okay.
Live shows for everything, but well.
Yeah, don't open up like last pass or something.
Yeah. Like I just needed to put this on screen capture because of the overlays. I didn't have time to.
Oh.
You know.
So when it's a bit complicated to get the overlays to appear on stream.
Yeah, that's why I just go screen capture. Good show.
Yeah, because I've been doing some when I've done it, when I've been recording, I've had them as like the HTML overlay on top of where it should be.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do as well. I just want to
one step at a time.
Yeah, and also like I set this up like 15 minutes ago, so.
Like, say one step at a time.
Yeah. Alright. Okay.
It'd be nice if it gave you some sort of notification that you've been registered in a team race.
Yes, very much. Updates available. Is that a good thing?
Updates available?
Yeah.
For what?
Oh, it's optional. Okay.
Yeah, so as long as it's not one of the cars we're racing against.
Yeah, that's also like because I'm pretty sure I updated this yesterday. I don't think I selected the.
I don't think it will let you go into a race. Oh, I hope it won't let you go into a race requiring updates.
I hope so too.
Although I think I mentioned this before, someone once joined an armor session and they didn't have the map, but the game let them in. So they were, I saw a screenshot, but they were just running around in like a blue open world with like people in it. Pretty bizarre.
I'll test drive just to make sure everything's working.
Like, make sure your wheel's actually working.
Yeah. I once had they like went into the race and then realized like, oh, nothing's working.
So I had that once. I went into a race and my wheel wasn't obviously coming in VR. I couldn't see. I went, oh, nothing's working.
Yeah. Also had a moment once where halfway through the race, the force feedback stopped working, like completely.
Was that with your Thrustmaster wheel by any chance?
No.
Okay, because the Thrustmaster wheel overheats.
Yeah, that's like I have it set to what is 75% overall, which I think is recommended, just so it doesn't overheat.
So Aaron pointed something out to me, which I then found more information about. Basically, if you hold down a certain combination of buttons, it turns the fan on to 100% all the time. The problem is, it reacts to the temperature going up, but it doesn't react fast enough. So you end up in this situation where it's cooling it down, but it's reducing the output because, yeah.
Interesting.
But I had that happen. I had it overheat when I first got it, and it was really warm. Like the UK decided to have a heat wave. I was driving like a Skippy, and you know how the steering's quite heavy. It suddenly went around a corner. I was like, "Oh, there's nothing." Turns out, force feedback is actually really important.
Yeah,
like, you know, one of the high speed corners is like turn 6 on Zandvoort. So going through the corner, and suddenly the wheel just went really loose, and I started moving it like subconsciously. Interesting experience. Would not want it to happen in real life.
Yeah, it's a good thing I tested this actually, because the pedal cable connector had come loose. So that would have been bad.
So my pedals did that a few weeks ago, like because it's club crew chief. It's on a so my wheel was on like a rig type thing.
Yeah.
Basically, it shook itself. It shook the USB cable out of the pedals, which. But I went into a race, slammed my foot on the brakes, and it that was enough for it to just move out just a bit more. FOV is horrific.
Mine?
Yeah, but it's because I'm used to VR, and it was very weird to see being that far forward.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm so far back that I can see all the mirrors.
Yeah, that would be nice to have. Like I moved it back actually a little bit and a little bit down, so I could see all the numbers a little bit better.
Makes the numbers are actually important.
Yeah, and very useful in this one.
So I'm disappointed that Mercedes decided to label the water temperature as T-water. On the Ferrari, it's twat. Apparently it increases if you drive up really close behind something, your twat number starts going up. Jesus, the pit exit sound is loud.
I just wish they would have like the brake bias as well on the dash.
I think it'd be nice to know how far there's space for it.
Yeah, I might if they would have that, I might tweak it.
Well, corner to corner.
Maybe not corner to corner, but during the race a little bit. But with this, like I don't want to, because I have no idea like how far I might accidentally push it.
But what would be nice, but like what would never happen, well out of the scope of iRacing probably, but like that they put that DDU, whatever it is, display in so many cars in this game. It would be nice if you could actually configure it like you could in real life.
Yeah.
Because that'd be really awesome if you could actually you want to see the brake balance. I don't really care about the temperature of the engine. put something more useful there.
That was 136.30.
Oh, your overlays are interesting.
Yeah, they're really useful. Did you check how much fuel you're using, by the way?
I didn't. I'll go over your numbers and I'll just drive a bit better.
Yeah, I did check yours as well, but I forgot them. I think they're like roughly the same as mine, which was like 3 liters average.
Yeah, I don't know why I was so off Brands Hatch. Maybe our driving styles were apparently vastly different at Brands Hatch.
Now what the fuck? Thing has already started, but I don't have a join thing. What the fuck?
But I'm currently joining.
Uh,
Go to the website, maybe.
no, I can join through you. That's a little bit worrying that it didn't.
Since you're the one who registered us. Scroll down. Scroll down.
What?
Scroll down.
Yeah, I'm scrolling down now.
There's a delay.
Oh, register. What the fuck?
Are we not in that list anywhere?
No,
Oh,
I found it. I found it.
Oh, you have to basically re-register. That's weird.
I don't remember doing that last time.
I don't know. For me, it just started doing the flashing thing and telling me to press race. Did you? You actually. Oh no, you actually withdrew, didn't you?
I don't think so because it was just a test session, not a practice session.
Yeah, but I think if you withdraw from the test session, it actually withdraws you from the race you're registered with.
That's stupid.
No, but you can't withdraw a team unless you do it a different way. I don't think. Like you could, because I didn't realize you could apparently, like, say you do like a 24-hour race, you can withdraw from the race, go do another race, and come back. So as long as you don't enter into the same race more than once, you can just hurry up. You only got like 5-6 minutes to set a qualifying lap. Overlay. Is it JRT I use? No.
There's no practice at all, or was it done already?
Oh no, sorry. Practice is still going.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Practice just finished.
Estimated strength of field is 1200.
It's not too bad.
That's not too much more than what you have, right?
Yeah, mine's 1060. I think it dropped because rookie racing.
Okay.
I got taken out in a race, which, yeah. I discovered that it had. I discovered the Mazda had a new damage model.
No, yeah, they teased that.
Fucking
before.
terrifying! I lost my fucking wing mirror. But I had to drive because basically someone came across me, mounted me, like their wheel went flying across the track, but their the what's it called? The fucking mirrors. I kept looking in the mirror, going, "Where the f is? I can't see behind me."
1.3k.
Right,
right, good. Elapsed time 45 seconds on qualifying. I should probably
on track.
get the right setup first.
Yeah, I will shut up and let you qualify.
And then see how much fuel I can take off from this without it becoming illegal.
That's always the fun game, isn't it?
Yeah. 5 laps, so probably enough. Hey, it passed. Alright.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. Pit exit's clear. Okay, Will, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate. V2, that lap time was 1:34.29. Fastest lap for Smith, 1:33.69.
Oh well, that's not gonna be faster.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you're P2, right?
Am I?
Yes.
Oh.
By so P3 is
Oh shit! Yeah.
287. You are 134.286.
A thousandth of a second.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I mean, by having 100 liters less fuel.
What, you reckon they did that on race fuel by mistake?
No. I mean, like my time is like faster
yeah,
because
I
of.
was like, yeah, because that's not bad.
That's about 0.9 seconds of the VRS target lap, so.
Not bad at all. No pressure.
There will be plenty of people behind to wreck me in the first corner.
Yeah, I think let's just put more pressure on me for my stint. Because I've got to live up to that now. That was quite good, actually. You know, you watch a lap and it doesn't look that fast.
Yeah, it's usually fast.
Yeah, exactly that. I was looking at that. Looks all right. I was like looking at also on the overlay I'm using, or the webpage I'm looking at. I was looking at it, like second. Is this showing me this correctly?
Why is that? Okay. Let's put the fuel back in because for some reason it saved that with that.
Please do not start the race on quality fuel. Yeah, starting the race on quality fuel is very much in the realm of having your teammate crash into the wall and get a safety car out, isn't it?
That's the end of the session. P2.
Holy shit, I stayed P2 even? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's wrong with these people? Oh no.
Oh no, has our goal gone from don't get disqualified to don't embarrass ourselves?
Pretty much. Imagine if the like P1 wrecks or something and I come into the pits leading the race and they're like, there you go JSM, have fun.
That's what I mean. Like, it's all right for you. You just got to start the race. I've now got to carry on whatever you manage to do.
Don't worry, there's a pretty big chance that I'll mess up somewhere. By the way, first stop, 120 liters of fuel and tires and driver swap.
Yep, and then we'll do the maths for the last stop.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's a good thing that there's only a few minutes between these because don't have a chance to get too worried.
Yeah, I wouldn't want there to be like. I can imagine waiting a day between qualifying and racing.
Right, I'm gonna quit now.
All right. By the way, it's gotten very warm.
It's still not as warm as what I was doing in practice. It was like 61 degrees.
Alright, it's only 52 then.
Oh my god, I don't have anybody in front of me.
Oh no, of course not, you're on the first row of the grid.
But, oh no, I need to be doing looking like sideways now all the time.
Don't crash into the safety car.
Can
It's a really bad look.
I think you can go through it actually. I saw somebody do that.
Yeah, I don't think it will react to you driving into it.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully I don't. I need to stay behind. Or next to him.
So this is weird. I've noticed this before it starts.
P2.
You can go ahead of the person to the side of you.
Yeah, but I don't think that works in P2. I think at that point you get
I mean, try not to do what all Finns do at rolling
Stay
starts when
behind
they're at the
the
front.
safety car in the right lane.
Thanks.
I'm just saying, don't have your teammate appear from behind you because you're a Finn in a Mercedes doing a rolling start. Alright, I will shut up and I'll let you know. I'll let you know if actually, to be fair, there won't be anything sketchy happening in front of you.
We'll see how badly I mess up.
I will shut up and let you get on with it.
Thanks.
Green, green, green. P4. Just done at 134.77. P4. That lap time was 135. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Come on, Will. Keep pushing. We might get him back. Okay, well, don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it. 1:35. Your lap time was 1:36.64. Sector 1 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 3. The gap to Ellie behind is now 1.3 seconds. The car in front has just done a 1:34.71. The gap ahead is now 0.5. Car right. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. Ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 47 Celsius. Alright, well, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake. Left side. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line.
What the?
Still there.
What the fuck?
Hold your line. Clear left. The next car is Ellie V7. On your right. Still there. Still there. Right side's clear. Well done, Will. Good pass. Eyes front. The track temp's increasing. It's now 49 Celsius. Sixth place. That lap was a 1:36.75. Car left, clear left. Don't be intimidated, keep them behind you. That lap was at 135.72. Car right, clear right. Car left, clear left. Just done a 137.50. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 52 Celsius. V6. Sights, force the mistake. Car left, clear left. The gap in front is now 0.7. Gap to Schmidt behind is now 1.0 seconds. Last lap time was at 136.22. That last lap was a 135.86. Okay, Will, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. The gap in front is now 0.8. On your left. Clear left. Your lap times are improving. This is exactly what we need. Come on, keep pushing. Yellow flag. Watch out. Car right, clear right. Track temperature is falling. It's now 49 Celsius. The gap behind is now 2.8 seconds. The gap in front has increased to 0.8. That lap was a 137.25. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace. pressured. Keep your exit speeds up. Yellow flag, caution. Okay, Will, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past. Car left. Clear left.
Really?
Like about Ferrari-based murder, isn't there?
Left side. Clear left.
Had to be that corner.
Always that corner.
Is there a lot of damage?
Doesn't look any worse than it did previously. Let me check a bit better. That looks exactly as it did before.
Okay, that's good at least.
Does it drive okay?
I'll tell you when I get some clear air. Deal with that. Yellow Merc again. I think it's fine.
Tenth position. On your right. Right side's clear. Okay, well, you've got half your fuel left. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. You've just done a 136.92. That was a 136.39.
I think there is a little bit of damage actually.
Does it affect the handling or?
Yeah, on the like turning left, it feels a bit off.
We'll see how long the repair is at the pit stop then.
Your lap time was at 136.20. Right side, clear right. The gap to Wilson behind is now 6.7 seconds. P10. P9. Car right. Clear right. P8, sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 3. Car right. Clear right. Smith is now in the lead. Seventh position. Alright, well, that's good consistency. Keep it up. Bradbury is now leading.
9 more laps of fuel.
I was about to ask you how the fuel was looking. Alright, in that case, I will get into VR in a second.
Smith is leading the race. P6, you've just done a 136.60. Yellow flag. Smith is now leading. On your right. Right side's clear.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm in VR.
Okay, Will, 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Bradbury is leading the race. On your right. Clear right.
I keep finding this guy.
Yeah, he's all over the place, isn't he?
Well done, Will. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P5. Your last lap time was at 1:37.00.
Oh, come on, that wasn't off track.
Car left. Clear left. Smith is now in the lead.
Potentially 3 more laps.
P4. The car behind is pitting. Okay, Will. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Car right. He's still there. He's still there. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate. Clear right.
Oh, Jesus.
Well done, mate. That was great. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
I might come in this lap, or I might do one of the one. It's close.
This is terrific.
All right, I'm ready
Exactly
either
what
way.
we came here for P3. You've just done a 136.67. The car behind's pitting now.
I had like 2.2 on the line.
The gap ahead is now 4.4.
Maybe not risk it.
The leader is pitting now. On your left. Clear left.
Yeah, like I mean now because there's a slower car in front anyway.
Alright, ready?
Fuel and tires, that ready?
Yep, all
Good.
set.
You've got 2 minutes of fuel remaining.
Where's our pit guy? Oh, all the way up there.
Oh yeah, you were P2, weren't you?
Yeah, I was like, where is he? Ooh, that's a second of minute of optional repairs. Up to you if you want to take them.
Do you think they're needed?
I mean, I don't see the harm. It's, to be honest,
How far's the person behind us?
he's gonna go past you.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would say take them because you will be in a more comfortable place for yourself
yeah,
anyway.
I don't really want to drive a broken car, so I'll take them.
Yeah. Like
It's
on left-handers, it was understeering, being a little bit unstable on entry.
Yeah, I guess it's better to have a car that actually handle it okay.
Foster is now in the lead. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 47
That gives me time to
Celsius.
adjust my VR.
69, Patterson. We'll let you pass up on the straight here.
Right,
We'll stick
time to
to the
undo
right.
your hard work.
Go ahead, pass 69.
It's doing the repairs now. 7th currently, if you would have taken the repairs.
It's a very weird position to be in the pit lane.
Yeah. At least it's almost the same as in practice.
That is true. Well, I fucking hate this pit exit.
Yeah, be careful.
Oh, my pedals do work then.
Iceleitner is leading the race. Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching.
Yeah, you're clear.
Blue flag. Blue flag. Okay, Will, the next car is Williams. Blue flag. Eighth place. Left side.
Left side.
Clear left. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
I'm gonna be AFK for a moment.
Okay.
P7, car left. Still there. Clear left. Car ahead is start. B6. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. P9.
Pass up here, 5.
Left side. Clear left.
I'm back, but I'll be quiet.
P10. Your lap times are pretty consistent.
Where the hell did that lap time come from?
Motivation?
I'll let you pass up here, okay? I'll stick to the left, or right.
Blue flag. Car right. Right side's clear. P8.
He might try to outbreak you.
This is a bit crap. Come on, mate, get your act together. P9.
Well held.
This car's far too easy to drive.
As well.
Fuck. Did he decide to do the same thing?
Yep.
Left side, clear left. White flag, we'll need to pit to serve the penalty.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he thought to. Just take it now. Take it now.
Yep.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. Look out for the pit speed limit, engage limiter. You've got 3
Fuck,
laps
this is
to
too
serve
bad,
this
too.
penalty. There's a car behind, take care, rejoin him.
Yeah, easily clear.
I do like it when the teammate of the person who hits you sends you abuse via text messages.
Again? Wow.
Yep. I really should start reporting this. Either that or he was congratulating me on how well I took the drive-through, I'm not quite sure.
B13. B14. Fucking hell, get your head down for P20.
Carlos, we're gonna let you by on the main straight. Carlos, path left.
Blue flag.
He's gonna out-drag you, don't fight it.
Left side.
Yeah, I'll lift slightly.
Still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Fast car coming behind as well.
Come on, Will. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
Just lift a little bit, let him by.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left. P23. Blue flag. The leader, ice liner, is pitting.
He's gonna come by you.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Good job.
Car left. Clear left. Okay, Will. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. The gap in front is now 4.5 seconds. Blue flag.
Careful with this one.
A little bit impatient, isn't he?
Very.
Car left, clear left, 22nd place.
Could have done that a bit cleaner.
The gap behind is now 4.0 seconds.
Daniel, we'll let you by on the main straight. Daniel, pass left. Don't hit a...
th place.
Is he stopping early or late?
I don't know.
That was a bit. I wasn't expecting that.
They had multiple drivers already, so don't know what's going on.
Fair enough.
Yellow flag.
Fuck's
Speed,
sake.
Blue flag. B18. On your left, clear left.
Let him go on the right, let him go on the right.
Car right, clear right. Right side, clear right. Alright, well, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Left side. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Come on, stick with the bastard. Left side, clear left.
On the one coming.
Left side, clear left.
Still care.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 43 Celsius. P19.
They left.
Fucking excellent pass, nice one, mate. The gap in front is now 19 seconds. Okay, well, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. Car left, clear left, E19.
That's this guy again.
Come on, mate,
Yep.
defend your position. flag.
Blue flag, Tony, blue flag. Blue flag, Tony. Cheers, mate.
I'd say just leave a little bit, stay on your line.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining. Car left, clear left. Don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it.
Fuck's sake!
Smith is now leading.
I think that was a DQ then.
What was that?
That was a DQ.
Yep, for fuck's sake. So what even just happened?
I'm not sure, I was just looking at the I rating of the guy.
He literally just drove in the back of me.
Yeah. Yeah, not much he can do there, to be honest, because you had to brake not to go wide, and then he was already on the throttle.
Oh, that was annoying. But shit happens.
Yeah, you're a bit unlucky with the all that happened in the start. I don't know how many 4Xs I got.
Yeah, I think you got 2, and I think I got 2 as well.
I think I got 3 at least. I think I'm not sure,
Jesus.
but it's like because there was the guy who spun, and then the guy who pushed me wide, and then there was a third one after that.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got completely pushed wide, didn't you?
Yeah, and it just like, and then there was that one guy who kept trying to like push his nose into turn 4, and then I had to like just leave him a little bit of room, which caused me to go wide like multiple times to get the 1X. Got way too many incidents spawned myself.
Yeah, that. Hold on a second, give me a second, get out of the VR.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
That was just extremely unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think if I hadn't... Oh, that's a thing. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I mean, we both got exactly 18 incident points, so I think it's fair.
That was just annoying though. But as I think I quickly just watched the replay of that. I don't think there's nothing he could have done.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault, it wasn't your fault, it's just a racing accident.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate and
If I got through the corner slightly differently, I would have been on the throttle there rather than lifting. But
Yeah.
You can't tell if the car in front's going to lift because they're slightly off track, can you?
Yeah. Actually, by the way, I only did get 2 for excess. One of the car contacts was 0x, and then loss of control. Oh
Yeah,
no, okay, it was because the other guy lost control. Yeah. Then you get the 2x as well because you had contact, so it was your fault.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't understand why they do that. Like, that's not. It's the same incident. Because you don't get 8x if you hit 2 cars at the same time. So why do you get the car, the contact and the loss of control? That makes sense.
It's because like first you have the contact and then that contact causes another accident that was your fault.
Oh yeah, because it's a 0-2 thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least I was right. I said it won't be 3 out of 3. How far into it did we get?
Like, there's still like 1 hour and 10 minutes remaining when you did that. When you did that, you mean say that?
Yeah. So I was close to giving you the car back, and you could have got disqualified.
Yeah, there is part of me that is happy about this because
happy that it was me that got disqualified, not you.
No, because it was one of these things again. Because it would have been exactly the same amount of incident points as last time when I had to do the last thing. I was like 4 incidents that we can do. And also, by the way, we know now that from 32 you do get disqualified.
Yeah, it's dead on 32.
Yeah.
I think we need to work on being a bit more
consistent, yeah. And like less off tracks and shit.
Yeah, because I think every time it's been off tracks that's done it, rather than like again in that case there was a couple of contacts, but it's primarily being off track that's caused it.
Yeah, like we both had like 2 4x's, so that's like 12, and then 20 off tracks. Well, yeah. 18 off tracks and the 1 loss of control. It's interesting though because this time neither of us pinned a single time.
Yeah, we were. So I blame the setup.
I'm okay with that.
That setup seemed a lot less extreme.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want to know what I changed on it, basically, what I did first actually was to soften the rear anti-roll bar, because that helped a lot with just rear stability on like mid-corner and exit. And then I lowered the differential preload, because I read that introduces understeer on like when you go on the throttle, because it was
exactly what we were experiencing before.
No, we like with the VRS setup on this track, it was oversteering when you went on throttle. So then I introduced some understeer to it, so then it was much more stable on lifting off the throttle and also going on the throttle. And then I changed the camber by about 1.5 degrees less, because I mean if you look at the tires.
I was gonna say, how did the tires do after your first stint?
They were around like 50 to 60% on the inside and middle, except for the right front, which was like down to 25.
But a bit better than the Browns had, where they were down. I think one of them was down to 0.
Yeah, I think, and they get I mean, right front. It's a anti-clockwise circuit, so that makes sense. But also, I think it was because there was a little bit of damage, and as I said, it was understeering on exit. So either that was because the tire was already going off, or the tire went off because of the understeering. Difficult to say when you don't have live data.
Yeah, it's annoying, but even in the telemetry, it doesn't record the. I don't know. I think tyre pressures are recorded in the telemetry. But yeah,
Might be. I mean, they are actually, because some cars show that.
Yeah, it'd be nice if road cars can tell you the tyre pressure.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I lowered the camber by a lot because it was like almost max. It was like 4.9. 5 is the max in the front. So I lowered it by quite a bit, and then that made the tire wear more even and less as well, which I dread to think what it would have been with the normal setup. Actually, the right front. Probably 0.
It would have probably been completely dead.
Yeah, but it was unfortunate there was also left-handers that it was understeering on, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 important left-handers where you don't want it to understeer. Like the first corner, and then fourth corner, like after the second small straight, and then the last 2 proper corners also. It's just like, especially the one before the last proper corner had a few off tracks because of that, because it's just like understeer, and then the same thing in turn 4. Turn 4 exit is the annoying bit, because it's like you're like still mostly on track, and then it just one tire goes a little bit too far, like off track.
So I was saying to my friend earlier on, the off track on this track seems to be really inconsistent.
Oh yes.
Because at some corners you can be miles off the track, and other corners slightly off, and that's it.
Lopez
Yeah.
has just been disqualified.
First corner, you can be completely on the left side of the white line, and then
But slightly too far on the right on the way out. Of the S's, yeah.
and then on the 2 fast right-handers, where you just brake a little bit, after those, you can be on the exit completely off track again. And then when you turn to the right-hander, the tight right-hander of that, you can just cut it across the curb, like go completely cut it, nothing happens, no slowdown, no off track. And then again, like before the on the entry to the last corner, you can be completely on the mesh part of it as well, and just nothing.
So when I was practicing, I was like on the track, so I was a bit concerned about it. I was like, I was watching you. I think I was watching you do your quali lap. I was like, you could be basically off the track at that point.
Yeah, you can, and you should, because
That's
it's
why
very
I started
important.
doing that. That corner's a lot easier when you're that far over.
By the way, speaking of quali laps, like when you got that one fast lap, did you look at it and forget to brake?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Flash up, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that. Bob was like, "Oh, that's a good lap time. Hopefully, keep stop." Vroom, wide.
So I think part of the problem was I carried a lot of speed across the start finish, like possibly like I don't know. Maybe I was just a lot fast. Maybe I got a bit better run out of the last corner, because I came into the first corner a lot faster than I thought I was going to be.
I think it was just the whole lap was better. You were following somebody who was like going around that speed that you did your best lap at, and you just like, you know, one of those things when you start following somebody and you just suddenly go a little bit faster.
I think I need to. I think my practice should be following the VRS lap.
Yeah, VRS or mine.
Because looking at the thing, like looking at the video, that's great. But following a car around the track seems to be a better way of doing it.
Yeah, I don't like the. I mean, doing the like just full speed follow the car in the video is fine. I don't like the where they stop and explain for like 5 minutes, like the guy does who does those Merc videos.
I like if they explain when it's like a complicated set. There's something worth explaining.
Yeah.
But some of them is like the level of detail they go into them is just not needed.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, he was waffling about whatever before he started explaining even, but we're like, oh my god, how long is it? 28 minutes to explain this? And then I was like, I'm 10 minutes in, and he's just explained the first 3 corners, which is the Senna S and then the left-hander. I was like, holy fuck, I'm not gonna watch this.
So there are some of the videos on there. There's a live video which is 20 minutes, which fair enough. That's a complicated track. Interlagos does not need nearly half an hour to explain it.
Yeah. And also because I didn't learn anything from his explanation that I didn't already know as well. It's just like
I have noticed the guy who does the Mercedes stuff for VRS or on VRS is not very good.
yeah, no, at least not explaining.
You would think that VRS would have very good people, like they would get out big guns for the VRS series.
I mean, they do, but it's just like there's so many cars that not everybody can do everything. For the Audi, they have what's his name, Josh Rogers, the Porsche Super Cup champion. He's doing the Audi one.
Doesn't he have like 20,000 I rating?
No, not 20,000. No.
Something ridiculous.
I mean, pretty good, but he's not the one with the highest. The guy Matt Benege,
The track temperature's decreasing.
who
It's now
had
41 Celsius.
yeah, who was the guy who like the first one to have a 10K or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He's the one who does for pure driving school. Which I'm slightly tempted to try to get one of their setups and compare because
apparently their setups are better.
Yeah, I keep hearing like that pure driving school and Rex setup shop are better than VRS.
That's like I had this exact conversation with my friend like half an hour before we did this race. He's apparently the VRS ones are like on the limit and quite extreme, which is how I've noticed how they feel in this. It's extreme is the way of describing it.
Yeah, and I want to check one thing now that I have a few setups, see how different they are. Because I remember in Branch had setup, they also had like a lot of camber as well. Actually, I can just check that right now, actually. I don't want to
It's not like you got a race anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I know they have to have the notification thing to stop people taking the piss.
Yeah.
But I don't know, in a 3-hour race, I think it should be penalties.
Yeah, there are, but I was just gonna say, like, there are a few changes they done to the setup. Camber is the same. Towing in the rear is slightly different. Difference of preload is the same. Springs and anti-roll bars are the same. Damping is slightly different. But it's I don't think they changed it too much.
It doesn't seem to be too different. But
Oh no, sorry, different preload is slightly different as well. I just checked it.
Slight changes can make a big difference.
Yeah, they can, but like the settings that I changed to make the setup more comfortable for myself were the ones that are staying the same on those both setups. So, anti-roll bar plates and camber and diff preload.
It's one of those things, it's different settings make different. Like, I don't know. There's certain changes that don't make sense, but they feel better if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know, I've got to say that was a lot more handleable, drivable. I don't know. It felt a lot better full fuel than it did last time.
Yeah, a lot more predictable.
I didn't seem to be sliding. I didn't seem to be like I actually caught a few slides.
Yeah, I mean, having new tires helps as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. I drove on full fuel with dead tyres.
Yeah. By the way, need to mention one thing about your driving. When
bad.
when you have like faster cars coming up behind you, just stay on your own line, on the racing line. There's like a few moments when you were like trying to go to the inside and let them pass, but there's not enough speed difference for them to make that.
Yeah. So Yeah, that makes more sense when it's multi-class and they're a lot faster, doesn't it?
Yeah. Then it's just like,
Get out of the way.
well, no, it's just like drive straight as possible, so they don't need to make quick movements. But yeah, they're like after. Hang on, what was the turn 4? The fast right-handers, like coming up to those at one point, you were like on the inside, and the guy on the outside was like, "Oh god, I can't go around the outside here."
Yeah.
I mean, you can go around the outside. I did that.
Yeah, I should be a bit more predictable, but I'm happy this time we didn't seem to have any lapping related incidents.
Yeah, that's true. And
I don't know, that guy at the end, on the same lap.
yeah,
Yeah, there was no accidentally taking someone out who was like 5 laps ahead of us.
yeah. I mean, nobody was that far up ahead of us.
Yeah, that's, I guess, slightly longer lap, isn't it? 'Cause actually, I'm thinking now, there's only a few laps difference between people.
Your volume a bit low. What did you say?
Yeah, so like the lap difference didn't seem to be too different this time. At Brands Hatch, there was a lot more lapping. I guess shorter track.
Yeah, saw the track, and also we were much more out of position.
Oh yeah. Oh, also the SOF was like
It was a little bit higher, not too
it
much.
was a little bit higher, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 1.6k. Yeah, and you weren't as much off pace this time as well.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, even though Brands Hatch is a track I know quite well, I just could not get a decent lap round there. But this, I was what, 4 seconds slower than you? Apart from that one lap, which I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
I think that's better than your quali lap, wasn't it? No, just slightly off your quali lap.
About 2.8 of my quali lap.
Okay. Oh yeah, your quali lap was fucking like 134, wasn't it?
Yeah, 134.1, I think.
I thought it was 136. It was 134. Oh, I love that. I saw it come up on. So I was looking on another screen. It came up saying P2, and I was like, oh, "Am I reading that right?"
I heard Cruzy say like P2, and also like I was just thinking like,
oh, and the second person set the lap.
yeah, exactly. Like, oh, nobody has set up a lap time yet, and then came across the line like, oh, P2 still. Are people just taking a lot of time? And they're like, no, still P2. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The leader, just before the green light, did he slow down just before the green light? Or was that just meeting? Okay.
So what happened there? I was watching that. You did exactly what I've done every time I've done a rolling start. When I've been near the front. Did you worry that you had passed him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so exactly what I normally do. I normally go, oh, going well. Oh, no, and then brake, and the guy behind you nearly goes in the back of you, and you lose 3 places straight away.
Yeah, luckily not luckily nobody crashed.
Yeah, luckily no one in the
Go
back
ahead,
of you.
pass on the left.
I mean, you almost caused a jello.
Yeah. Luckily not.
Like, I'd love that. I would have loved if you'd like done that. You'd just carry on driving, not thinking like, where is everyone? You come round. I'm just gonna go through the pit lane now. I think. Well, actually, talking of the pit lane, the entrance to the pit, I'm pretty sure the way almost everyone makes that last corner. If you did that in a real race series, you'd be banned.
They do that in the fun.
Not as late as some people were. Like there were people who I thought were going to hit the barrier.
Well, yeah. Maybe not that. They do go pretty close to the barrier as well. But the thing is,
it's a really sketchy pit entry, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Like,
But if one also, they carry so much more speed and come up so quickly, they don't need to go that near the barrier.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. But I did fight. You know, when I was following that guy who pitted in, I genuinely didn't know he was going to pit until like the last second.
Yeah, I think also like when you took your penalty, or our penalty,
Yeah.
The guy behind you did like a quick movement to the right because I think he was almost following you to the pits.
That's what you do on oval racing, isn't it? You trick people into going to the pits.
Yeah, yeah. That. Oh my god, I seen some of the iRacing highlights on that. It was crazy.
Again, I think if you on like a road racing thing in real life you did that, I think you'd be banned. But apparently in oval racing, that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, it is apparently part of the mind games there.
It's tricking. It happens during cautions, doesn't it? They try and trick people into going into the pits.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant.
But yeah, but tricking of people, I'm pretty happy with that one pass where like there was that one Ferrari in front of. Was it Ferrari? There was somebody in front of like I just couldn't like catch them up on the straight. So towards the end of the straight, I just went to the little bit to the left, like wanting to like okay, just let them outbrake themselves, and then went back to the right and just took a really slow entry while they went a little bit wide, and then up to the turn 4 after the SS and the third corner, just went up on the inside because they were slowing down on that corner so much. I almost went into the back of. Actually, I think it was the BMW with the smashed up rear.
Did you smash it?
I don't think so.
I mean, you went in the back of someone, which again, that was a 4X that there's no way you could have avoided that. The car in front of you stopped.
Yeah, he was sideways though. That guy was sideways. The first 4X was.
I mean, the one where, like, basically it was a Constantina. There was two of The car in front of you is stopped. Unless you can suddenly start going backwards, there's no way you can go. Did you
there was that as well. Like, there was a few times where like just one of those moments, like I just can't do much. I mean, pretty much all of the like the 4Xs and then the off-track loss of control sort of thing. Those were like nothing I could do. But it was like when I went on the third corner, when I went wide and like way off track because there was somebody on my left. Was there a third car on the inside?
Yes.
Okay, that explains.
That was a mess.
Yeah, because I was like, wondering, like, what the fuck? He just keeps pushing me off the track. Like, I just need to go there.
There was no need for him to do that, but there was someone. So maybe he's how wide his car was.
Yeah,
he was driving like a dick for like 6 or 7 laps, and then I don't know if you saw, because obviously you're driving and looking forward, but he had a couple of laps later, he had to come in together with another car.
Yeah, was it the number 27, the multicolored car? Yes.
Yeah, ended up in a wall somewhere. It was lovely to see.
Yeah, I almost said it out loud as well, but I didn't want to get into a discussion at that point. But I was thinking like that 27 car is gonna wreck with the way he's driving.
So I didn't say anything because obviously I thought I'd let you concentrate. But every couple of corners, I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be the one where he drives into you. It's just, I don't know. There's obviously I'm not the greatest driver, but overdriving the car to the point where you're nearly having an accident at every corner because you're desperate to get past someone. Just accept you're not going to get past that person and off slightly.
Yeah, like outbraking yourself into corners. It's just no.
Yeah, he was desperate to get past you and was just going to do it at any cost.
Yeah, there was also the Ferrari with the black and gold.
Yeah, that was really bad as well.
Yeah, he kept pushing his nose into players because the Ferrari has really good top speed apparently, and also very good in just like threshold braking when you need to, like, which like it just was just catching at the end of the straight and then on the braking zones. So it's just like always just pushing the nose in.
I don't want to make any suggestions about Brazilian racing drivers, but I believe the person's Brazilian because he had something on the car about Sao Paulo. You know, a Brazilian racing driver putting themselves in a position where if you don't back out and let them go past, there's going to be an accident. Maybe that's just how they're taught to race. There are too many people in iRacing who try to replicate Senna's driving. Just without the skill though.
Was it Felipe Joao?
307.
No.
Saker 6.
Federico
pass on the left up
Ellis.
here at this turn, okay?
Eli. Federico. Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy who PM'd me saying, "Wow, what was it?
Thanks.
Wow, really great driving or something." As I did my drive-through. So I don't know if he was being like, "Well done for causing the accident," or like, "Very
Well
good,
done,
very
Vicente,
good taking the
999.
penalty."
Very well done.
But yeah, I don't.
What's
think
the
they got
number of
high-
their car?
Was that?
What's the number of their car?
I do not know. That is a good
Ah,
question.
okay. I was just out of interest.
Also,
Looked.
oh yeah, because it doesn't show you the. It had a weird name. That wasn't CTCDS. I don't know. It had a weird name, and I thought it was a bit. I don't think we're gonna come last. Yeah, no, we're gonna come like 30th or something. Not a bad finish as we got disqualified, which that really tells you something about the quality of racing in this series, doesn't it?
Yeah, we are like 35th.
Yeah, out of 49.
Yeah, well, there was actually even more than that didn't start.
So the overlay I was using said 49 entrants.
Really? Just check results and scroll all the way down. You'll see what I mean. There's like
Oh, yeah, there's even more.
yeah, 48 in the race and 49 on the grid,
The track
and then
temperature's decreasing. It's
few
now
more.
38 Celsius.
52 in total.
So we finished in the top half, more or less, whilst being disqualified. That's fairly impressive. Like, so that one there, number 091, 83 laps down. What? So does that mean they got disqualified, or they got disqualified like what, 5 laps into the race?
Or wrecked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's lap 38 now, so 38, 83. So
Okay,
they didn't start.
They didn't start.
Or,
But
well-
78, that's 10 laps into the race, and they decided to.
Yeah. Well, actually, they did start because they were on the grid. But
It's the ones below that didn't start, isn't it?
yeah.
So 47, 48. That's right. I can't read numbers, Barry. Oh, 49. Yes, 49 is the last one that actually started.
Yeah. Actually, it might be that the 49 wasn't even on the grid. Maybe it just only did qualifying lap. No, he didn't do qualifying. I don't know.
Yeah, I assume the ones at the bottom that don't have don't say race, don't have any laps, didn't even take the start.
Yeah.
They're DNS, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which I believe causes you to lose about 200 or 300 I rating. So yeah, don't ever do that.
Not planning
I
to.
mean, unless you're trying to sandbag to get into a lower split.
Just trying to.
You could be banned for that.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know how
Hey!
to prove it.
So we finished ahead of the guy who started on P1.
Ow.
But they got disqualified before us.
Perfect. Did we beat Christian Schumacher again this week?
I can't remember what the team name is.
I can't read. I think he's driving for a different team this week. But I recognised a few of the names, which is it's nice that we're in the same split with the same people.
Yeah, I remember like SAS Manchester Red, who like won the last time, or like P2 currently.
Yeah, Belgium Fun Team East or whatever. Belgian Fun Racing East. Yeah, I think I don't know about you, but I think Outback, mine and yours driving, like not driving in a dirty manner was better this time. Not like we were actively driving dirty last time, if that makes sense, but
I mean, less spins.
it seemed cleaner this time.
Yeah, we're a lot more consistent on that part.
Less Sebastian Vettel impressions.
Yeah. Apart from that one guy who tapped me on the turn 4.
Yeah, but that wasn't you spinning. That was
Yeah.
that was you being spun.
Yeah, I was Leclerc.
Yeah.
It's funny that you when you mentioned those, I was already thinking it's like, huh, of course, fucking Ferrari in that corner.
Yeah. I mean, although that
Number
corner,
one,
that's
we'll
the
let you
corner
go
where
in
the
the
FIA
straight, okay?
gifted Kimi Räikkönen in a championship.
We will stick to the left, and you pass on
The what?
right.
The conspiracy theory that the FIA cut Hamilton's engine in 2007.
Oh
Have you not
god.
heard this conspiracy?
No.
Well, you know he's just he got stuck in neutral for about 100 meters or something.
Yeah, and he also he had the pit limiter on, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, something went wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, because
There's this really dumb conspiracy theory that as part of their punishment for Spygate, they were not allowed to win the championship.
fucking idiots.
So there's this theory that the FIA or McLaren remotely stopped his car briefly.
Yep. That makes total sense.
But, I mean, I buy it.
It's
why would you make it so obvious? You would just tell Hamilton, don't win or don't finish in the position you need to finish in. Yeah, but no, it's
because the same thing happened also on the next year Australian Grand Prix to Kovalainen. Actually, he put the pit speed limiter on accidentally, and then apparently after that they changed the location of it because okay, this has happened twice now.
so there's a theory that there's a high voltage cable running under that part of the track, and it just caused electrical interference.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I remember hearing about it in 2007. That seems a lot more reasonable than an actual conspiracy. But yeah, this track has too many corners where too many incidents have happened, and it is funny when you do something. You have a Ferrari takes you out. You go, oh, suitable corner for a Ferrari to drive into me.
Oh, but I have to say, it's interesting to see the differences in I-rating on this sort of second split of this, because there are people with 2K I-rating here, and then I have to see 0.2.
200.
Yep. Early on 24th.
I thought my I rating of 1,000 or between 1,000 and 1,100, depending on how many times I get taken out while playing with the Mazda. But I thought that was bad.
Yeah, there's quite a few people who are between 1K and 1.6K apparently here.
So anything below 1,400 is statistically worse than average in I rating. Because when you come out of rookie, you get 1,400 to start with. So anything lower than 1.4 is statistically worse than average.
Yeah. And you do notice at that point, the differences in speed increased dramatically. Because I mean the speed between myself at around 2K and somebody at 4K, it's not massive. It's maybe a second at most.
But the jump between the low level is...
Yeah, but then compare then my I think 2K to yours around 1.1K. That's only a 900 difference, but then on this track it was 4 seconds or so on.
Yeah.
And it's it just increases so much, and it's these sort of phrases you notice it immediately.
Yeah. With any luck, my I rating will probably now be 900, so I'll go do some rookie races that feel really good because I'll win. I got annoyed. I did a rookie race yesterday or today just to try, because I want to though. I actually really enjoy racing the Mazda. So I was like just trying to get some more time with it, and I got horribly taken out to the point where I didn't know you could drive a Mazda across the front of another car. Like, it actually went across the bonnet. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, accidents in VR are
Oh.
interesting.
Didn't think of that.
It's right in front of you. It's like, what the? Like, I was doing something a while ago in the Skip Barber, a car flew across me. I actually ducked because it scared the shit out of me. Because this car started flying across me. Being upside down in an open-wheel car in VR is not a pleasant experience, though. Your brain gets very, very confused very, very quickly. I guess when the blood doesn't start rushing to your head, it starts going, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Also, I'm looking at the best lap times, and I don't. Either a lot of people that are now like in top 10 had a race fuel for qualifying, or they messed up. Because especially in top 5, there's like people who are like 134.5 to 135.
Yeah, that's what makes no sense to me. Like, I don't want to disparage your fairly good qualifying, but it doesn't match up with the race pace of people.
Yeah.
Maybe they were sandbagging.
Uh,
I don't know why you would.
But I didn't either have a. I mean, yeah, it doesn't help that the car got damaged quite early on, so. But fastest lap time was 135.1, which is on par
Blue
with
flag,
my
Felipe, blue flag.
fastest lap on race fuel. But then it dropped because of the little bit damage. I'm not sure. I think it affected the aero a little bit because I was struggling to keep up.
So the whole like front splitter was completely fucked after the first incident.
Yeah, okay, then it definitely affected it.
So after the second one, the front of the car was very bent.
Alright.
But it didn't look that bad. So I wonder if the damage was done in the first accident.
And looking at the lap times, it's definitely possible because there's like up on the main straight, I was noticing like in slipstream not gaining, and against few ones, especially Ferrari seem to be really fast on straight line. I was like losing ground even though like I'm in the slipstream and got a good exit.
Yeah.
And then a few other like fast corners just felt like really having to lift off a little bit or get on the throttle later.
You probably had mythical floor damage. Did you go over a curb? I don't know how much the floor matters in this car, but I know iRacing seems to, if you go over a curb and damage the floor in some cars, it destroys your lap time.
I mean, totally possible considering I had to go off the track a couple of times.
What I'm glad didn't happen to me is, you know that point where you went off quite far to avoid that car?
Yeah.
At the end of that straight, when I was practicing, 3 times I think I did it, I had a wheel on the grass.
Oh yeah.
Slammed the brakes on, I went spinning, I was like, what the f... Like, I actually, in one of the practice sessions, I actually stopped it and went straight back to the replay because I thought someone had like tagged me just slightly from behind. Because the car just spun around and went like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, the problem is that on there it's
Number one, you can pass on the main street.
it kind of narrows, not narrows. It's just the line comes towards the middle of the track, so there's like a small bit of it like
Pass left, we'll see,
that
right?
your rear wheel will just catch on. I did the same thing once.
It was just I guess if it had been the entire side of the car, it wouldn't have been too bad.
Yeah, you
But
would have it was kind of wide.
Just the rear wheel, and I suddenly just spun around. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it just because it immediately locks it, and then it locks the inside one, and your outside wheel just keeps going, and poof, around you go. Especially because it's uneven on that point as well. Just looking it in chase cam now to see it. Yeah, it's just like after you have the 100 board marker, it just slightly creeps into the left towards the track, the white line.
I'm watching your streams in just a second. Oh yeah, it very slightly changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's this bit. Yeah, that's where it's kind of just creeps into a little bit.
Yeah, and it's like just a slight bit of wheel on the dirt there, and you're off.
Yeah, the problem is like the 100 board marker and this exit road here are the markers for me. So if you brake on those and just keep it going like straight, at this point you'll catch the grass a little bit.
The very fast way through there is to brake at the 50 mark.
Yeah, you go very fast off the track.
That scared the shit out of me. So I was braking, I guess, about 75. So about there, actually. Yeah, about 75 meters. I missed my braking point and then slammed the brakes on at 50, and the car just kept owing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just ended up in that. So when it did it to me in the practice session, I actually ended up in that gravel trap
Christensen
over
has
there.
been disqualified.
'Cause it's quite high speed. But I do love how no one gets through this race without some damage on their car.
Yeah. I think the scariest part to outbrake yourself is into the Senna SS. You're just like, it doesn't turn, oh my god, there's somebody behind me now!
It's like you want to get out of the corner, yet. Nope, it hasn't worked.
I like this paint job on the Merc.
What, the blue and
Yeah.
really nice, isn't it?
I mean, as you might have noticed with the Beowulf paint, is I have a thing when you have like just something plastered really big on the side that goes kind of like off as well.
Yeah, I like the yeah, so that's
Thanks a
Beowulf
fucking
thing.
lot.
So like, it's a nice big advert.
Yeah.
So, did you notice it suddenly got very dark for a few laps?
Yeah, it got cloudy.
I was a bit concerned. Then I remembered iRacing doesn't have rain, so it's okay.
Yeah. And the drag temp has calmed down like all the time. It's like 39 now.
Yeah, we did the opposite of what we did last time.
Yeah.
Last time we practiced in low temperatures, didn't we?
I can't remember, to be honest.
We got it around the wrong way. The track was a lot warmer than we expected, wasn't it?
Yeah. This time it was like 10 degrees colder, which was nice.
So we could have probably double tinted the tyres in the first.
No, not with. It was like 25% on the front right.
Ah.
Otherwise, just like 60 to 65 at worst. So I don't know. I don't think it's worth it with because of the incident points alone.
Yeah, I think you need. I think to double stint it, I think you need to have two very, very like good drivers for like people who can manage tyre temperature tyre wear really well.
Yeah, I mean, if you would do something like okay, we're just gonna drive very conservatively for the first two stints to save tires and save a little bit of fuel at the same time, and then just try to blast it on the last one. Maybe try something like that, but I mean, with these sort of races where it's just so much crashing and chaos, it's just like I don't think it's worth.
We're not at the level of using strategy to try and win. I believe we're at the level of staying on the track and hoping we finish the race to try and win, sort of thing, aren't we?
Yeah.
Whoever I hit
I
on
agree.
that last lap, I'm so sorry. My back wheel caught
Although
outside
there's little
and
bits
I
of strategy
spun
that
and I hit you. I
play out.
apologize.
Like, I think you know how you were debating about
Yeah,
whether
I'm
to
watching
pit
the
or to risk
replay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd look like a twat if you had risked it and run out of fuel.
No worries.
But
Yeah, and also
I mean, I got as
if you had
far
stayed
over as
out,
I
you'd have
could.
led the race briefly.
Too far, I guess.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy who drove past the pit lane, I think.
Yeah.
That was the race leader. Actually, I think technically you may have led the race.
No, they're not.
I wouldn't have counted as a lap led, but I think technically you were the car furthest around the track.
I doubt it.
No, I don't know. You overtook the leader in the pit lane. Or did you? No, that was the guy behind. No, the leader stayed out and did one more lap.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I love the idea that you led the race for like 30 or 10 seconds. Or actually, no, I would have led the race because I was in the car.
Yeah, I mean, I probably led the race before it started briefly.
Oh yeah, before the other guy gridded.
No, before before the car came, because I think I was like ahead of him very briefly, but for like a couple of meters maybe.
So well, I was kind of hoping he wasn't going to grid because that happened to me earlier on in the Mazda race. I was like 5th, and 2 people in front of me didn't grid. So I just I just floored him, and it was like this crew chief was like, "Oh, well done, you made up loads of places." Like, no, I just drove through their grid boxes because they hadn't gridded.
Yeah,
It blows my mind how good of a start I can get in the Mazda just by using a clutch, and like how much space I make up. It's crazy.
and done the Mazda racing. I might do.
I'm actually having fun driving it.
It's a nice car. It's a nice car.
And to be fair, the race, like the actual like, unless you get either someone who thinks they're really good but clearly isn't, or someone who is just actively malicious, the quality of racing is actually quite high.
Yeah, especially those the top splits, because there's actually quite a lot of really fast guys who drive it. I mean, mostly to farm iRating and safety rating, but still.
Yeah, I've noticed that there are a lot of people who are fast but don't own lots of tracks and cars, and if whatever they're racing, whatever they're like normally racing, if it's at a track they don't have, they just race the Mazda for the week.
Yeah.
You get these people that have moved on, like going to like really fast, high like series, and they go and race a Mazda for a week.
Yeah, that's what I used to do as well when when I was really like skip, but I didn't have like nearly all of the tracks. So I was like, okay, Mazda for this week.
Although jumping between the Mazda and this, as I was doing Mazda racing them some practice laps. Yeah, this car is a lot faster.
Yeah, yeah.
And it stops a lot easier.
Yeah, it's like same like because I did the skip race on Interlagos as well, and then I was driving this one like, oh my god, the difference.
Oh, have you ever driven the skip around Spa?
Yes, I have.
It's about a 4-minute lap, isn't it?
Not quite that long, but yeah, it's a long lap.
Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. I think I said when we were talking about it a while ago. For some reason, the person who, I guess it's the community, isn't it? They
All right,
choose
well, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on.
not
20 minutes
particularly good
remaining. You've got
tracks for
20
skip.
minutes left.
Like, oh, it's an F1 track. It would be great in an open wheel car. Ignore
Yeah.
the open wheel car that goes 110k at the most. That's 160, isn't it? With slipstream.
I have never paid attention, to be honest. I don't care about speeds at all.
That car doesn't even have a speedometer, does it?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like speed doesn't really matter. It's just what gear and revs you are at.
No, it's all relative. Like, are you going faster than the people around you?
Yeah. But yeah, like I love Spa. It's my favorite track, but it's not a good track for skip.
No, it's a high speed track. Is VRS going there this season? I can't. I watched the track.
No, I don't think so.
The next two races, the next two tracks are interesting.
Oh, Sandwood and Aldo Park, yeah.
Yeah, two tracks that two completely unsuitable GT tracks.
I don't know, Aldo Park is pretty good.
Actually, Alton Park has the British GT series at it, so probably not too bad. But the idea of GT cars around Zandvoort.
Yeah, it will be interesting. It's the first part that's interesting with how narrow and you cannot have two GT cars going side by side there.
No, I think there's going to be a lot of disqualifications.
Hopefully not us.
No, we'll drive. We'll win because everyone else will be disqualified.
Sure. By the way, what tracks do you have for the rest of the season for VRS?
Let me check. Let me go through the pain of trying to see what the schedule is because
I can tell you, I have it right here.
I've got it open as well. I just need to go to the right page.
I made a little like table for Skip Barber, IMSA, and VRS.
That's sensible. C-Class Road. Is it C-Class? E-Class, isn't it?
D-Class for the Endurance, B-Class for Sprint.
Which is stupid, they should both just be C-Class. VRS. I'm just blind.
Yeah, I would be happy if it's like GT3 would be D-Class, GTE would be B-Class, and then LMP, A-Class.
I think I said this before, I think the multi-class races should have multi-licenses. I don't think, like for IMSA, which is what, C or D class, isn't it, IMSA? I don't think someone who's just got out of rookie should be able to buy an LMP car.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yes, IMSA is class C.
Yeah, I know because I raced it.
yeah, that's what I thought it was class D. Yeah, so it's class C, like. So someone who's fairly new to iRacing should not be able to get into an LMP.
Especially in a multi-class.
Yeah, like you should have to be B or A or something to drive that. Right, so I have Zandvoort, Alton Park because everyone has it. Monza, Donington Park. Don't have Sonoma because I think about Sonoma I don't like. Got Nürburgring, but you don't have Nürburgring, do you?
No.
And then I've got Zolder and Silverstone.
Oh, excellent, yeah. I don't have Sonoma either, so it's just
There's just something about Sonoma I don't like it, and I'm not sure why.
I can't even remember what it is.
I think I raced it. I think I played it in like Forza or something, or might be in Gran Turismo or something. I just don't like it.
I'm just googling it now just to check what the.
Just something about it. I just don't know why. Oh yeah, no, it's in Forza. I hate it.
It's California. Okay, that explains why it's in this.
It's like the least inspiring track. It's flat. It's called Infineon Raceway. If you've seen it under that name anywhere.
I'm just looking at the track map and now I can remember seeing that. I mean, I've seen the name in iRacing multiple times, so it's just like never.
Yeah, it goes by the name Infineon Racing.
Yeah, I think it's just one of these like American tracks that they had for iRacing because they had like a lot of North American tracks in the beginning, especially.
The track
Once that happens to be quite close to where they're based.
Celsius.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, especially because the audience was like a lot of Americans because of NASCAR and that kind of shit.
Oh yeah, it comes from iRacing is developed from a NASCAR game, isn't it?
Maybe, I think.
Well, the developers
C5, I'll let you pass on the main straight, okay?
Yeah, I think the developers at least had experience in
their
like.
previous game was NASCAR 2003 or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Is why there's a fictional racetrack in iRacing.
Is there?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Go ahead, 5.
You wouldn't know because you don't give a shit about oval racing, do you?
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that explains.
It's like the Coke Speedway or something. Completely fictional track.
Yeah, okay, really. Literally, not even touch the oval. So I did watch one YouTuber once race some oval stuff, but that's my like the extent of my interaction with that.
It's just not. Doesn't interest me.
I thought briefly about trying it after watching a lot of his videos of it, but because he was like a road car racer who just like then dabbled on that sort of okay. I see some interest in it now when I see it from like a driver's perspective.
It's not as I just don't find.
The interesting is like a lot of people, especially Americans who watch NASCAR, say like, oh, it's the ultimate spectator sport because you can see the track the whole time, and I'm just like, yeah, there's a group of cars just driving around there like right next to each other, and I'm like, who's passing who? I don't know. Like when I'm watching it, it feels like that. From the driver's perspective, it looked a bit more interesting. I know people complain like F1 doesn't have overtaking a bit like that, but like,
Yeah,
to me, it's much more interesting.
At the end of the day, it's not the It's not like that's not the reason you watch Formula One. And I guess you don't watch NASCAR for technical development and intrigue, do you?
Yeah, it's just like, cars going fast, crashing, and then driving, and then...
Then a punch up in the paddock. Whereas, say, you watch Formula One for the bigger picture, don't you?
Yeah,
And-
there's a lot of reasons there.
And Finn's setting, getting pole on International Porridge Day.
International what?
It's International Porridge Day today.
Oh, okay. That explains why. What else? Yeah, I was only watching the with like just a side eye because I was DMing a D&D game at the same time.
Yeah.
And just like looking at like every time I looked, like Verstappen seemed to be on front in P1. I was like, what the fuck is going? I want to know what's going on. And then I'm like, oh, Bottas. Oh, good. Okay.
Yes, I was watching it, but not. I say I was doing other stuff as well. And like, I just sort of like, oh, Hamilton's like, oh, why is Hamilton not on pole yet?
Yeah. What did he have a mistake or anything, or was it
No, he just
actually?
wasn't as fast.
Huh, interesting. Because like usually like when Bottas been on pole, it's been by like the smallest of margins. But
Yeah,
that
he just genuinely seemed faster.
yeah, that was like 2.5 tenths. So it was like, I mean, considering it's against Hamilton, that's quite a big a gap for qualifying.
It's like in Q2, he was quite far behind.
Yeah, that's what I noticed as well.
It was like the Sky commentators were like, it's
One of
Yeah.
those days again.
yeah, one of those days. It's going to be Hamilton, Verstappen. It's going to be that sort of thing. But then like Verstappen was on provisional pole, and they were going, hold on.
Okay, well,
what's going
10
on?
minutes to go.
Then,
That's 10 minutes left.
I don't know if you
Keep
saw,
it up. We're
but
looking good here.
Bottas's pole lap was all purple sectors.
Wow. Okay.
Like he just like, you know, a lap I did where it just suddenly like, I'm
Yeah.
significantly faster than I thought I was. But I'm guessing he was driving sensibly and decided to, maybe he was sandbagging. Maybe he was just maybe this is the psychological games he said he was going to play against Hamilton.
Or maybe had a little bit of porridge before the last go.
Could be. Although, Sky were decided to point out the stupid fucking thing involving the numbers again. Like Hamilton's 44 points ahead of Bottas, who's 33 points ahead of Verstappen, who is 77 points behind. Their race numbers all like come into it in some way. But apparently Hamilton's never been 44 points ahead of the his rival from the front.
Oh wow,
So
that's surprising actually.
So I thought because like, which means that in all previous years it's been a lot closer. It's obviously been a lot closer than this.
Yeah, I think part of it is because Hamilton rarely has had like a strong start to the season.
Yeah, normally he has okay start, very strong, like improved middle bit, but then finishes really well.
Yeah, it's always like around Monza when he just suddenly like goes like, "Yep, I'm just gonna win everything else after this."
I wonder if it's just the tracks, because they're the tracks they've used this year. He's done better. Clearly, the FIA have.
I mean, the season started like much later, around the time he usually does well. So maybe that's why.
I wonder if it's like track temperatures or something.
Maybe if it would have been like it would have been like a shorter season, but it would have been only the early part of the year. Maybe he would have been really bad, and we would be like, why is Hamilton 44 points behind Bottas?
I'm looking forward to Bottas spoiling the whole thing and winning.
Well done,
It's not gonna
Jared.
happen.
Good job.
I wish.
Well done.
I'm just waiting for that another 2007 charge. So like, like
Oh, what? So everyone will he'll be third in the championship. Everyone will be thinking about Hamilton and Verstappen, and he'll just win it in the last race and somehow win the championship.
yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I had not even considered Raikkonen as a possible winner.
In 2007.
Yeah, like 2007, it was Hamilton or Alonso.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit different for me because I'm always like, I mean, even now with Bottas, like, I mean, come on, there is still technically a chance, so I'm hoping. They were saying with Raikkonen as well, but I do remember the last race really fucking well. Watching that, like, yes, Raikkonen got to the lead. Oh my god, what's happening to Hamilton? Like, yes.
It's just bizarre. It's like someone posted the other day that bad news, Vettel is now mathematically out of contention for the championship. That was only Mugello or like it was fairly recently.
Yeah, I mean, a shorter season, and you get so much points for winning. It's just like, technically, if like Hamilton never finishes and in points, which is like ridiculous, and then just to win every time, you can make up so much ground.
I think Norris can still win the championship. He must be. Yeah, he probably can. That'd be a strange F1 season.
Yeah, I mean, there is part. I mean, I hope this doesn't happen. But like, COVID. I mean, if somebody like, imagine if Hamilton would just get COVID, and like,
or get a race ban.
Yeah, or both.
The race ban thing, but if it, but no, if it's but Mr. Perez was out for 2 races, wasn't he?
Yeah.
5 minutes to go.
So
This
if
is good. We'll
Hamilton
be on the
got COVID,
podium if we can keep it together.
Potentially be back to back, but it could shake things up significantly.
Yeah, I mean, like, it could be realistic, like where you like back-to-back races, and he misses both of them, and Bottas wins both.
Towards the end of the season, they're doing a couple more back to back, aren't they?
Yeah, I think there was a few.
I think it's like Bahrain and Bahrain
especially. But, like, just like if he misses like 2 races back to back and Bottas wins both of them, Bottas ahead with the current points. So, like, I hope that doesn't happen because I would hate to see that happen, but it's a possibility.
It could suddenly change.
Yeah.
We're gonna do stick Hulkenberg in Mercedes.
Yeah, Hulkenberg has become that well. Like, anybody catching COVID? I could use work.
So I don't know if you heard. So you know he's stepped in for Stroll.
Yeah.
Do you know where he was at 11 o'clock this morning?
Well.
In a coffee shop in Cologne. He was apparently having like lunch or breakfast with a friend, and he got a phone call.
Can you imagine that friend like just like your friend gets a phone call like it's like sorry, I need to go drive an F1 race. Okay.
But like, I just love the idea that you sit there going, like, does he have a special ringtone for the team principal of Racing Point?
Yeah.
It's just, oh no, not again. I want to know how fast, because the car he's driving looks extremely fast, and he was 100 and something kilometers away at 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. I mean, I'm partly imagining like those like old Superman things where he like goes in to change the costume really quickly. And just imagining Hulkenberg with that, but with the racing, so like, I'm needed again.
I like how he still has his pink race suit, but you know he's running a Renault helmet.
I mean, it's just his helmet.
Yeah, because he gave away his. So that, you know how they painted a pink Racing Point one? He gave it to his manager or his personal trainer or something as a gift. Obviously not expected to be back in the car.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Has just been
But he's
disqualified.
got the boots now, though. He's not wearing Lance Stroll's boots anymore.
Good.
But I just
Gave you the racing line, my
I just love
man.
the fact that like a few hours previously to that, he was sitting in a coffee shop, and then he's what, half a second off of getting into
Just
Q2
2
in a
minutes
car
left,
that he
2
drew
minutes to
4
go.
laps in.
Yeah. I mean, nice for him to get the chance, but like, oh man, how fucking difficult that is.
Like,
Here's an F1 car, drive it 4 laps, try to get into qualifying against the 19 best drivers in the world.
yeah, here's a car that's changed since you last drove it, which you didn't really drive it properly last time. On a track you haven't driven in for a while. A very cold track that people are having trouble with.
Yeah, and I mean, that car hasn't been like set up for that track either.
Hasn't been set up at all.
Yeah.
Someone was saying, oh, it's been set up for Lance, and someone on Twitter, but no, it hasn't been set up at all. That probably just on whatever baseline they have. Like, obviously they've obviously done sim work to get it, but that's not.
Yeah, it's just.
hasn't been set up.
Yeah, it's like. You get also park firmware conditions now. They cannot change it anymore.
So I
yeah.
saw on Twitter someone suggest, which makes perfect sense to me, that they might break park firmly because they're at the back of the grid anyway.
Oh yeah, true.
And if it might rain, so you know, Marcus Winkelhock.
Yeah.
Could happen. Oh, imagine that. Imagine last to like podium.
One can always hope.
I just love the idea though that like he's sitting every race weekend now. He's sitting there just waiting for a phone call from a team.
I hope that he has changed his job description to freelance F1 driver.
Yeah, it's like what a strange.
Yeah, it's.
The fact. Do you reckon he's like isolating himself so he doesn't test positive for COVID? I bet he's taking the social distancing measures very stringently. They test him quite quickly, so I wonder if he'd already been like. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, I wonder if he'd already been tested because he was doing stuff in the paddock anyway. He was meant to be presenting like the German TV coverage tomorrow.
Oh yeah, bro, yeah, has to be.
They tested him like really quickly. But
By the way,
you
for
see
the go on.
Oh, you got you say.
Like the VRS race, there's only like 2 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, so I'm still watching. This is your stream is entertaining me whilst I'm.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
So where are we then?
I guess the same one because we got disqualified, so nobody can.
What position was it? I can't remember what it was.
35, I think.
Not too bad. I think that's
37. Sorry.
That's not too bad at all. I'm gonna laugh if I gain over it.
How was I rating calculated again? Was it from the team finishing position?
No, it's team finishing position. Then spread. Actually, if you press info, I think it will tell you.
I did read it at some point, but I can't remember.
I know. I think it's in the info part. But
yeah.
So,
info. Okay.
Yeah. So
God.
Safety rating is specific to driver. So
yeah,
your fuck ups are your fuck ups. But I rating is calculated on team finish, obviously team finishing position, and then
Smith has retired
okay.
from the race.
Each
15
driver
minutes left.
contributes to the team's I rating proportionally to the percentage of their own team's total laps. I rating is then exchanged between the teams in the usual manner. Then the I rating delta assigned to each team is distributed to each of its drivers in the same proportion.
Okay. And you'll get more. You drive.
I guess. I don't still fully understand that.
So, if I understand that correctly, the team. So the I rating, distribution happens as normal between teams, and then something else happens inside the team to decide how much you get.
Yeah, the way that I'm reading it is because we finish on the lower half. Usually the lower half is the one that loses I rating, so we lose some I rating as a team, and then because I drove more laps, it will drop mine a little bit more than yours.
But bear in mind, we could have finished above a load of people who have had higher I rating than us. I'm gonna laugh. We're gonna end up breaking even or improving or something.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose at least.
Yeah, so do I. But come on. As the race finished, did everyone just rage quit?
No, it's finished.
So I just saw it suddenly went to 14 minutes remaining. I was like, loads of people disconnected, so everyone just rage quit the race. Actually, I think a few minutes for the results to appear, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got 25 points apparently. So you were 6/600ths of a second off of being on pole.
Yeah, the pole time was really good.
The qualifying results only they don't go to the same level of precision as they do in game. Yeah, so interval for you 0.597, interval for P3 0.597. So, it would be because it was thousandths of a second, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1,000th of a second.
So nice. You almost if you had been slightly slower, you could have done a 1997 ref. See, that was bottom split. If you couldn't tell.
How many splits were there?
3.
Oh wow. Oh my god.
Split 2 was 1800 and split 1 was 3.1.
Yeah, that explains why it was P2 then. I think this is literally the first time I've been in the bottom split.
Too many people got disqualified after us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised with the track limit.
So everyone up to P28 disconnected, 12 laps to go. P30 disqualified, 21 laps to go, and then that's not good. P34 team race junkies. They have actually finished between people who were disqualified because of how far back they were.
Yeah.
is awkward. Yeah, they were 39 laps down. They finished behind someone who was disqualified. In fact, yeah, we finished ahead of someone who was. We finished ahead of someone who was still running at the end, even though we were disqualified.
Wow.
Yeah, Z Motorsports.
Oh yeah, we went up
Koi.
30, 50, yeah.
Yeah, number P40, Z Motorsports Koi.
Oh
They
yeah.
were 111 laps down, but still running at the end.
No, what? It was 111 laps, so they were running but never completed a single lap.
Or did they complete? Did they complete one lap?
No, because it was like 111 lap. You see, like the people who didn't start even. Were
and one person got DQ'd for running 102 laps on their own.
yeah, that was the Brazilian something, right?
No, Uwe Ortman.
Okay. But I think the guy below him also did the same thing. I was looking at him before.
No, so it's only one says yeah, he's the only one that says timing invalidated.
Ah, okay, yeah. But yeah, for Brazilian slot car team that's like right below him, also.
Yeah, they were
only had-
DQ'd for. Let me take a look at the proper website. 'Cause
Yeah, there were too many incident points, but he was also like the only driver for 70 laps.
the session events. Highlight by events. Penalty. The hell happened on lap 1? Lap 1. Penalty. Repairs needed. Repair lap 1, number 49. How severe an accident do you have to have on lap 1 to